President Ramaphosa has appointed Mcebisi Jonas as special envoy to the United States. Mcebisi will be responsible for advancing South Africa's diplomatic priorities. This comes after the US expelled Ebrahim Rasool as South Africa's ambassador.
Imagine hosting the world's most powerful leaders at your place, only to have one of the biggest guests threaten to skip because they think your house is haunted. That's the diplomatic drama unfolding between South Africa and the United States as the G20 summit looms.
Right now, the US is undergoing a watershed moment, with Biden the certain winner in the presidential race against the racist, homophobe Donald Trump. How we got to a situation where a narcissistic right-winger took charge of the world's greatest economic and military powerhouse is something that we need to ponder over. It is something that all democracies need to ponder over.
We do need the United States. It's an important country. People love the United States in this country. Many South Africans are addicted to the United States' goods and services. So we want to maintain that relationship, and notwithstanding the politics and the bad blood that exists between former citizens of this country and the United States, that must be overlooked. And I think what must dominate in our minds is the interest of the people of South Africa.
This announcement was entirely unexpected. At a ministerial level, there will be an engagement in about a day or so. Minister Lamola will be reaching out to his counterpart to discuss a wide range of issues, not only just this issue, but other matters as well.
We want to state that we are a constitutional democracy, and the expropriation law that has been referenced to is not an exception. Many parts of the world do have expropriation laws that are used in the public interest and for public purpose.
In this video, we'll delve into the escalating tensions between South Africa and the US, exploring the historical context, recent developments, and the potential implications for the upcoming G20 summit. South Africa and the United States have long maintained a strategic partnership. However, recent events have strained this relationship. The US has expressed concerns over South Africa's land reform policies, alleging mistreatment of the white minority, a claim South Africa denies. South Africa's Expropriation Act of 2024 aims to address historical land inequalities by allowing the government to seize unused land in the public interest. The US, under President Trump, has criticized this policy, citing concerns over property rights and alleged violence against white farmers. Tensions escalated when the US expelled South Africa's ambassador, Ebrahim Rasool, following his critical remarks about President Trump. In response, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa appointed former Finance Minister Mcebisi Jonas as his special envoy to the US, tasked with advancing South Africa's diplomatic and trade interests. Mcebisi Jonas, known for his anti-corruption stance, brings a wealth of experience to his new role. As special envoy, he will engage with US officials and private sector leaders to promote South Africa's interests, aiming to mend the strained relations between the two nations. The upcoming G20 summit, scheduled to be held in Johannesburg, is now under a cloud of uncertainty. President Trump has expressed reluctance to attend, citing concerns over South Africa's policies. This potential boycott could undermine the summit's objectives and South Africa's role on the global stage. The US has imposed tariffs on South African imports, particularly citrus products, threatening thousands of jobs in South Africa's agricultural sector. Additionally, the US has cut funding to South Africa, including support for HIV/AIDS programs, further straining economic ties. President Ramaphosa has emphasized South Africa's commitment to rebuilding and maintaining its relationship with the US based on mutual respect and recognition of each other's sovereignty. The appointment of Mcebisi Jonas as special envoy is a strategic move to facilitate dialogue and restore diplomatic ties. The Economic Freedom Fighters, a South African opposition party, welcomed the possibility of Trump's absence from the G20 summit, suggesting it could allow for more productive discussions. Political analysts have noted the Trump administration's hostility toward South Africa's policies, indicating a broader shift in international relations. As the G20 summit approaches, the world watches to see how these tensions will unfold. Will diplomatic efforts succeed in mending the rift, or will the summit proceed without one of its key members? The outcome will have lasting implications for international diplomacy and economic relations. In the complex world of international relations, diplomacy is key. The current US-South Africa tensions serve as a reminder of how quickly alliances can shift. As we await the developments at the G20 summit, one thing is clear: the importance of open dialogue and mutual respect in navigating global challenges.